Hello, lovely Libra. Okay, Libra, these are going to be your oracle messages and themes. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. I could also be picking up on the energy of someone around you, and that might help you navigate that relationship. These could just be themes that you personally experience or you witness. But I did ask Spirit to show me what life was going to feel like for you, okay? If you're new, please subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. First messages that came out of the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck were lightning, water, and the blade. You're going to be very emotional at the end of the month, Libra. Lightning to water with the blade. People's words may cut like a knife and hurt your feelings. Watch out for lashing out when you're very emotional. I think you'll get very emotional very quickly. You might be like triggered by commercials. They make you cry. I'm seeing crying. I'm seeing that it might be difficult for you to control your emotions, and that may make you have a sharp tongue. And I also heard very distinctly that you may be very, very sensitive emotionally to what other people say to you. It may be a week of delivering or receiving some harsh truths with a lot of emotion, surprising, shocking emotion. I'm hearing that like you'll get emotional very, very quickly. This doesn't mean that you're operating out of past trauma or that you're triggered by the past. Maybe you're just really moody and really emotional this week. Watch your words though. Cut through the truth with emotion. Some of you will have a shocking clarity about how you feel about something. It might be a little overwhelming for you. More messages wanted to come out of this deck. 2 to 3 messages wanted to come out of every deck I used, almost all of them. The next message that came out from this deck is the Time Master, Completion, and the Sacrifice. Earth is the challenge. Really, really grounded. Feeling a little slow. This is about managing your time. I'm hearing it very clearly. You are the time master. You are thinking about the completion of something. And I immediately heard with the sacrifice card, who do I think I am? Like, I can't accomplish all of this in like one day, 1 week, 1 month, not even 1 year. I may have to make a sacrifice. You may feel as though you have to make a sacrifice in order to bring something to completion. And the Time Master is about a lot of things, but Spirit said, no, this is very surface level for them. Some of you are really thinking about how you manage your time. What are you giving up so that you can complete something? What can you let go of so that you can bring something to a completion? You're meant to be managing time really well this week to bring something to a completion. Okay, you may also be doing a lot of divination for yourself with your own primal awareness, which I call the divine art of assessing for risk versus reward. It's not a psychic thing. Everyone's born with the ability to assess for future potential or future problems. So some of you are projecting into the future and thinking about like the end result of something. You may decide to let it go. Like you may be seeing in the future something you'll have to let something go, but it's not the giveaway. I think Spirit's definitely saying if you want to bring things and tasks to completion and wrap things up, you have to master your own time. You're going to need some structure and discipline, and you need to think about what you can sacrifice so that you can bring something to completion. Remember that you're not a cyborg, you're a human. If you need help with executive function, structure, and discipline, I happen to be a life coach and a trauma-informed life coach. I can help you with those things. Executive function and managing our own time and making sacrifices to bring things to completion isn't always fun, and it's not always easy. It may even hurt emotionally too when you have this clarity. You'll feel really grounded. Really, really grounded. Really slapped with reality. It's interesting. Building upon, hang on. I want to kind of tell you guys like how I get my messages because I don't drop cards on camera. I had just dropped these and I was looking at these cards when I used this deck. So it was like a clarification. And I was like, okay. So this sort of clarified, like if I'm looking at it, if I'm holding it, that's what's going to come out, whatever I'm focused on. So I think Spirit sort of explaining why we're so emotional and so triggered into a heavy emotion. So speaking up leads and like speaking your automatic negative thoughts. Your soul is guiding you to stand in your light and speak your truth. But watch out that when you do speak, it's not just mental filtering and all these negative thoughts. You are learning to take charge of your thoughts you choose to give life to. So it really is a week to be honest with yourself and speak your truth. But it's also important to be aware of how all the negative stuff comes out. It's okay if you want the negative stuff to come out. Make sure you're doing that in a constructive way. That's good. That's important. But it is a time to really pay attention to your thoughts and recognize that only you and you alone decide what you give your thoughts to. You may have quite a few negative thoughts, and when you do, you may speak and you may be very emotional. But then more came out. And I was like, oh, I see this. Some of you are trying to change like a pathologized feature of your own personality. I'm like, whoa, they're trying to make a personality shift, like a change in the way you think, the way you move through life. It's not about your mood, it's about who you are. So you've been speaking up and you have negative thoughts. But then the earth shifts and you look in the mirror, earth shifts 72. You're very connected to Mother Earth. And as such, you experience all that she does. This is about physical empathy in your environment. You will be looking yourself in the mirror and doing a lot of self-reflection. It's Virgo season. We get really grounded, really real, really discerning. We look inward. Don't be so punishing towards yourself though, Libra. Virgo season kind of does that to us. Like watch out for being too hard on yourself, but you will be looking in the mirror. Everything that's happening in my external life is a reflection of my own inner world. You are going to realize something about yourself. You're going to realize your own habits and patterns and how they play out in your everyday life. You're going to be doing quite a bit of self-assessment. And as a result, I think it's because you're recognizing maybe how you impact people. Perhaps someone else is recognizing how they impact you. I love what came out of this oracle deck that I can never remember the name of. Fragmented energy in reverse. That's the energy. I like that it came in reverse. And the cycle that came out is an increase in optimism. And then out of the Wisdom of the House of the Night oracle deck, we have playful and honesty. Friends and colleagues are in focus for you this week as well. Some of you have not given good first impressions, I'm hearing. And like you open your mouth and you're like, oh my God, why did I say that? I sound like an asshole or a bitch. What am I doing? You're going to go off and think about that. The fragmented energy where we just can't put the pieces together, that's going to dissipate and there will literally be an increase in optimism for you. So if you were Donnie Darko last week, you are going to, I think you're recognizing like, hey, I can be honest, and speak my truth. Because the blade speaking up in honesty, that's all Libra really wants to do. That is our purpose. I am Libra too. It is our purpose to be honest. It is our purpose to be direct. It is our purpose to speak up. But I think you're going to recognize this week, you're going to have this shift and be more grounded and be more aware of how you're impacting, others and how others are impacting you. For some of you, some other people are hurting your feelings and you're like, what's going on outside is a reflection of what's going on inside. Watch out that you didn't buddy up with a person just so they could beat you up. Because that's what happens with like our trauma. Like if we've had an abusive person in our life that was critical and always focused on the negative, always criticized us, when that abuser and controller goes away, we don't know what to do. So we just start to beat ourselves up for them. And then we start to beat other people up too. And some of you might be like, wait a minute. This asshole guy that I've been dating is actually just my dad. Some of you are going to realize like, oh, I've just replaced like one jerk for another. Like it might be one of those things. I'm sorry if you had a mean dad. I didn't. I had too playful of a dad. He was not mean enough. But like that happens, like you're going to start to see how like what's happening outside of you is actually a representation of what's happening inside of you. And I'm seeing like this need and desire to change the way you communicate. Like, I'll catch more flies with honey. So instead of saying to people, like, you may have started off the week just like being crying at the drop of the hat, getting angry at the drop of the hat, imagining worst case scenarios, and feeling almost like a hyper vigilance to like speak up and warn everybody. And you're like, wait a minute, I don't know. I think I should be more playful with my honesty. It's because you desire an increase in optimism. Friends and colleagues are in focus. That will help. Listen to your intuition when choosing people. We're thinking about family and friends and colleagues. People, it's a very social week. You'll focus on social. 11th house, you are who you hang with. It's really important for you right now, Libra, to surround yourself with people that have like-minded ideologies and interests. We never want to put ourselves in a total echo chamber, but Spirit's saying it would do you a world of good to spend time around friends and colleagues, rub elbows with people like that you have things in common with. I'm hearing some of you feel like an oddball. You are not the only oddball on the planet. Go talk to Aquarius. They live there. They will tell you you can be weird and have friends. That's all they do, right? I think your issue is like you're such a warrior. Yeah, warrior and oath. You're so vigilant about something. This is like Aries and scorpionic energy. It's hard for you to let something go. Like, I think you have like really strong convictions right now. Really strong convictions. And I feel like Leo season, Leo is still hanging around like, dude, okay, I know you're a warrior, Libra. Much love, much respect. We love your honesty. But remember Leo season and how silly you were? Yeah, let's stay in that. Like the playful energy, the playful constellations, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Aries, they're going to be like trying to coax you to like joke around, be more playful. I'm feeling a softening. I'm feeling that for some of you, it's just hard not to be edgy about something all the time. Like, I stand for something, I fight for something, and I'm emotional. And it's like, yeah, but that might be bad for your immune system because you're stressed out all the time. Like, you can be honest and playful. I'm seeing like an evolution. By September, I think you're going to be more calmed down. To keep the optimism going, what are some things that can help you be optimistic? Recognizing when the negative thoughts come up, being honest with yourself, doing that self-reflection, recognizing that when things around you shift too, and just really focusing on that playfulness and honesty. It's about an awakening. You are awakening to all of this. You're also not letting other people dictate your life anymore. You dictate your own life. Feeling very independent right now. Let's talk about that. I pulled out the Alice in Wonderland deck real quick for relationships. Again, I don't usually do relationship readings here for you because I focus on you guys so much on my other channel. Libra gets a lot of my attention. I'm kind of married to Libra. So yeah, but I did want to do a little bit of relationship energy for you. It could be any kind of relationship, but ongoing significant partnership. I have such a curious dream, grounding, returning to reality and coming home. Use your time well, make every moment count. You are rare and free. There are not many like you. I'm hearing that you're feeling a little like stifled by a relationship right now. I think that you're kind of grounded in reality because it's Virgo season. And I think a relationship is just making you feel, even if you're like in a great relationship and you're really in love with your partner, you may feel kind of stifled this week. Like, I want more time to myself. Like, you want to use your time well. You are very focused on time management. Remember, you want to complete something. You feel like you have to give something up. I think you may really notice anything about your relationship that distracts you away from other things that you want to do. I think you want more freedom in a relationship right now. I think you don't want to feel constrained by a relationship. Relationships involve Venus and Saturn like brings structure and discipline and sort of chains us to something. Saturn is the planet of true commitment. And it's not that you don't want to be committed. It's just like you feel kind of, I feel like you feel kind of chained by your relationship at the moment. You might be feeling a little resentful. You might either want more of your partner's time or you want more time to yourself to be able to focus on what you're doing. Because what I'm picking up on is I want to feel free. And like I want to really use my time the way I want to. And it's sort of hitting you in the face. So it's like just the end of the month, you're going to feel a little resentful in partnership, I think. I think you just want more space. You don't want to be constrained. You might tell your partner, Libras are not all lovey-dovey. We love it when people love and worship us, but we're not really great at returning that. We're a little detached. We like to be loved, but sometimes we're like, yeah, thanks, but I kind of want to do my thing. Libras can be a little selfish with their time. We have like boss bitch vibes. So yeah, like family partners that just might make you might be feeling a little selfish this week. We have those moments, right? You're just going to feel like that. But we'll look at relationships more deeply on my other channel. So in regards to like the flow of everyday life, there's an increase in optimism. Things that you were stressed out about and couldn't really figure out, like fragmented energy is being pulled inward. And easy progress and endurance came out. Hexagram 35 and 32. Things will be easy this week. Like I'm hearing the next 5 days, your calendar will just flow. You'll have a lot of endurance, a lot of stamina, a lot of endurance this week. You're just going to cut through things easily, like check, 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 check. I think it's because you're tired of like being all over the place. You're like, no, I want to manage my time well. It's going to pay off, Libra, because you're going to move out of this month into next month. Like, this is easy. I have a lot of endurance. I think you're going to have a lot of energy to give to something, and everything's just going to like line up, be easy for you. It's going to be like easy week, easy next 5 days. I really like that. They wanted more messages to come out as well from this deck, my I Ching Oracle deck. Affluence is returning, great abundance, and dispersing. Okay. This is about money. I think you guys are having a bit of a windfall. Like I'm hearing that affluence and a great abundance are returning, dispersing. End of the month, you will be feeling good financially, and you're going to want to like, when we have a great abundance and we're dispersing, it's like, okay, this, like the end of the month, you might have a bit more extra money to like throw at a credit card or invest in something. You'll have enough to disperse. I'm hearing, for a while, money might have been dicey. You're going to feel pretty good, even affluent, like an affluence returning. I also think suddenly you're going to feel like you're being noticed more than you used to be. You might feel like you're a little bit more popular. You're going to get a little bit more attention. You're feeling affluent, and that is returning. Libra is ruled by Venus. We love affluence and great abundance. We like to have a lot of money in our bank account and a lot of food in our fridge at all times. That's Venetian, right? So there's going to be this good financial windfall. Something's going to pick up. I'm hearing the algorithm will be nice to you. Okay. And you'll be able to pay things off, pay things down. I'm hearing you're going to have enough for like a big purchase that you like. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Windfall with money, easy progress. You're going to have a lot of energy. I feel like the end of it is about like a shift in your attitude that draws more people towards you. It's difficult for you, though. You're working out all these emotions. Here's a challenge for you, though, is keeping still. Okay. I have this gate activated in my energy body. It's this meridian point. Human Design 101. Human Design takes astrology and the Chinese I Ching system and the 64 gates, and it combines it and puts it on the energy body. And we're like a giant circuit board. Okay, that's what Human Design is. It's the expression of your cosmic imprints and your astrology through you, out of you. And this is coming out of the root center. I have this gate. Some of you are going to find that you're able to hold still for an unusually long time. That's what gate 52 does. It gives you the ability to hold still and like hyper focus and concentrate on a single thing for an unusually long period of time. It's kind of a superpower. Watch out for freeze responses. Watch out for keeping your body too still. Because I got to tell you, like I have this gate in the channel. So if you let me, I could literally hold still and hyper focus on something in dead silence for hours at a time. I also have autism, so that might be why I can do that too. But like, I noticed that anybody that has this gait or it's in a channel, they just hold their body still too long. And it's so, so, so important for you to get exercise right now, because you're going to be really good at holding still, but the point I'm trying to get at is you don't want to be too good at holding still. And if this is activated for you, for every 2 hours you sit, try to stand for 30 minutes. A standing desk or taking a walk, many walks and breaks will really help. But you're going to hold still quite a bit. Watch out for a freeze response and watch out for a lack of movement. It would also be really good for you to hold still outdoors and feel the earth beneath you. That will feel very grounding. It will also quell all the emotional stuff, the warrior energy, some of the negative thoughts. I also think that you need to hold still and really notice all these things. Like keeping still and mirror self-reflection are very important. Don't avoid that this week, because what it's leading to for you, Libra, is an increase in optimism, honesty that's playful and sweet. That's like Gemini. Take a page out of Gemini's book. They're so silly and cute, but they deliver the truth just like we do. They're just goofy and smart ass about it. Be a little bit more of a smart ass instead of a bitch. That'll help. And again, emotional week, good week though, and it's really about managing your time. If you manage your time better, Libra, you're going to feel a lot less constrained by relationships. I'm also hearing something else about this. You're coming into reality and realizing that only time will tell about whether or not you will or will not be in a relationship, or whether or not someone else is interested in being in a relationship. They maybe need more time. You maybe need more time. Honor your need to feel a sense of freedom, okay, any way you can. Reality is a thing this week. Sometimes it bites, but not so much this week. All right, Libra, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.